How would you describe the kind of primary responsibility or mandate to the organization of client success?
Client success is ultimately responsible for getting customers to renew, right? It's back to that. We want them to keep writing checks. We want them to write larger checks. We want them to tell their friends to write checks. That is the responsibility from the organization's perspective. And when you get up to the executive team and the board of directors, that's all they really care about, right? Are our customers happy? Are they doing well? Are they giving us money? It becomes something different when you're actually down in the function and thinking about execution, right? I think it's really hard to motivate a client success team when you're saying, hey, we want to get as much money as possible from these guys. I think if those are the people that you've hired and that's what it takes to motivate them, you're going to miss the mark. Ultimately, you want to hire folks who are genuinely passionate and excited about helping customers achieve their potential with your software and get as much value as you can. And so within the function, you want to focus on having a truly incredible world-class customer experience, right? And that's what you talk about with your folks on a day-to-day basis. It's not about renewing and making sure that the contracts go through smoothly. It's about making sure that the customer is getting value from your offering. It's almost like a sports team. The coach doesn't get with the team and say, hey guys, we got to win. We got to win, we got to win, we got to win, win, win. Instead, he's like, hey, we have to execute well on defense. That means you in your position, here's what you need to do, and this other guy needs to do that, and here's how we're going to work well together. Think about a basketball team. Back in the heyday of the Utah Jazz, it was the pick and roll, right? It was executing what they do exceptionally well night after night. And I can guarantee that Jerry Sloan, as the coach, was not saying, hey guys, we just need to win.
Yeah, fair enough. At Mosey, at Instructure, at Artemis, did the board's perspective on the importance or the role of client success differ? What was your experience at the board level?
I think the board that really understood it best was at Instructure. And I had a few really great relationships and strong advocates for what I was doing there. One of the board members gave me a book. It's called The Best Service is No Service. And the idea behind that is that you build a product that doesn't require a lot of interactions. Yes, we should do that. We should build a bulletproof product. I don't think that it goes far enough, though, in that you not only build a product that doesn't need interaction with the customer, but ultimately you need to create the entire organization around reducing friction with the customer. The job of client success is not just the post-sales team. It's everyone in the company, and everyone has to be aligned around that. So the contracts process, right, the purchasing process, that needs to be aligned around customer experience. The software that we write, the quality, the bugs, right, we need to be thinking about constantly the customer experience. The product team needs to be listening to customers and incorporating that feedback and building the right thing. If you lose a customer, it's very rarely the fault of the post-sales team. It's something else within the organization that isn't going right. And the board there understood that. And so as I attempted to influence every other function in the company, they supported it.
How has client success changed, and where do you think it's headed?
I always had sort of a non-traditional view of client success. For me, this was everybody needed to be equally yoked. And so when we did pay on retention, it wasn't based on the size of the account that you happened to be fortunate enough to have the assignment for that account, right? It was on departmental objectives. And as a department, this is the renewal rate that we hope to achieve. And if we achieve it, this is the payout that all of you get.
More of a team goal.
Yeah,
then.
Totally a team goal. And that created a sense of camaraderie and, hey, we're in this together. We're fighting this battle together. And if somebody needs help or we have competing priorities, well, hey, now we can weigh them out together and make a better decision. And so the self-interest just sort of evaporated. It went away. I think that was extremely helpful.
Is that a pitfall when it comes to client success and comp?
I think it is. Now, some companies love the cutthroat environment. Oracle's a great example of this. They'll send multiple sales reps at the same account, and whoever gets that kill, they win, and they get the spoils. And the other reps end up with nothing. I don't think it should be that way in client success. I think folks need to work together. They need to be aligned. I think compensation has to be structured accordingly. All of the talk of money and retention, yes, there is a place for it, and it's probably with the executive team or with the board. I think at the individual level, you want folks who are empathetic. You want people who just genuinely care about their customers and how well they are utilizing your product or service. And folks who care about that will give extra. They will go the extra mile to make sure that your customers are achieving, whatever it was, for whatever reason they purchased your software. A good client success manager is going to make sure that that happens.
Hey, this is Jason behind the scenes running the mixer board. Just want to say thanks for listening and catch a new Everyone Social Bitecast every week from everyonesocial.com/blog.